episode of the Real Chatter podcast is brought to you by Soapwire. Soapwire spoils you with the latest news and scoops from the world of daytime TV. We cover Beyond the Gates, General Hospital, The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young and the Restless, and Days of Our Lives. Follow us on Twitter at Soapwire TV and find us at JeReeReviews.com. What is up, Entertainment Fans? We're just laughing before we start the show. Sorry.
Got to.
We're back for a brand new episode of Real Chatter Podcast. We're trying to laugh through this crazy week. Because we'll cry otherwise.
The laugh to stop from crying.
Stop crying. It's your girl, Je-Ree, back in the screening room, joined by my co-host.
Ashley right here. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Thank you so much, y'all, for the comments every week. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for, hitting play and supporting us. So I want to say before we start the show, if you follow us on Twitter or anything, as we're part of Je-Ree Reviews Media, the book club, the Soap Wire, our personal pages and all that, I am personally shifting.
I am too.
Yeah, okay. I'm shifting all that stuff to a different social media app, Blue Sky. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be active on Twitter, so please follow us on Blue Sky. I have the same handles: Je-Ree Reviews, Je-Ree Reviews Media, Chapter Chat, Book Club, Soap Wire, Real Chatter Podcast is all there.
All that, and still, I'm gonna be the same too. My name is Lady Two Wise ASA, so you can still find me over there as well.
Yes, so please follow us if you are part of that mass exodus that is leaving Twitter.
Kind of dead. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's kind of big. We are over on Blue Sky and Instagram, Threads, all that. All that's in the description every week. So we're here to talk about TV this week. Hasn't been too much going on, but it's been okay. It's been okay.
Okay. Been dealing with a lot this week, guys.
We've been dealing with a lot this week. We're not going to get into that. It's not that type of podcast.
No,
we're here for the laughs.
Not at all. So I know I have my show that I would love to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say very quickly, the shows I absolutely love this week had great episodes. Abbott Elementary.
Of course, like usual. Of
course. Girl, when Ava at the end of that
Yo, stop playing that whole like tumble flip.
Like Black Widow out there. They should have did a crossover because it's all Disney. I have never seen somebody trip like that and then go into like a Simone Biles gymnastics move. Like, what was that? Oh, my lighting is so bad.
It was greatness. That's what it was.
It was. And I don't know how Quinta comes up with these episodes. I'm sure that happens where there are some parents that in those type of schools that want to fight the teachers. Yeah.
No, I just want to state, I say this all the time, as a former teacher, there are. So a lot of times you have to figure out how to diffuse the situation, just like how Gregory did. But sometimes you might come across a teacher who said, "Nuck if you buck." So I mean, like,
right, especially in Philly, you might get a teacher. I'm like, all right, I'll see you at 3.
Yep. Newark know what it is.
I was like, we in New Jersey, and we know Jersey, New York, Philly. We know how we get down over here. Like, okay, word. We'll see. So yeah, that was fun, and they made it into a funny little thing. And then Melissa, of course, not wanting to go to the doctor. I thought that was
so great. Can we talk about just like that cast is just very? It's magnificent. Like sometimes you don't really have a cast like that. A lot of times I think about the first cast of like Grey's Anatomy is great too as well. But it's something about Abbott Elementary's cast. Like the whole lineup is literally amazing. It's the chemistry just be cheming.
And the guest, the one episode guest stars, like the guy that played, I've seen him before, but I don't know his name, but the guy that played the parent that wanted to fight.
I was like, is he from Insecure? Like, I was getting that vibe, but I couldn't necessarily like remember all the way. So I could be wrong. Don't hold me.
He's got one of those black actor faces that you just see him in black stuff, but you don't know his name.
You don't know his name.
That and I think she used local, actors from Philly and stuff like that. It's just so well put together. And then even when you get obviously when he called his dad, that Orlando Jones wasn't there. Like he did his little scene off set, but it just worked.
Flowed it just seamlessly. It just looked like I don't know. It's just so great.
Great, yeah. And then you mentioned Grace, and Grace had a good week this week.
It did. Like I really enjoyed it. I think I may have mentioned this, but it felt like old Grays. Like
Mhm.
I was very interested in what was going on with Yusita with your soda. I'm probably saying her name wrong, and I do
You too, though.
apologize.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I really like loved everything about it. And it just felt like, you know how you're really vibing with a character, and then boom, right at the end, something happens.
Yeah,
That's what
next
it
week
was.
looks crazy. I guess because like her and glasses. I still call him glasses. Levi are leaving.
Yes, yes.
So yeah.
And that's why I was so confused when it came back on. I was like, but I thought those two were leaving. I
Hmm.
should have known Grace was gonna be like, no, we're gonna have them
One
work
of them
for a
is gonna
little
die.
bit.
One of them is gonna die.
And then one of them gonna die. So you
Yeah.
don't know which one. I didn't know why. I was just like, I don't know why I didn't think of that. So yeah, but even like the promo, literally, I kept watching the promo over and over and over again. I forgot the other intern, who she started to have feelings for, the
Oh
both
yeah,
of
yeah,
them.
yeah.
That scream she let out, I was just like, oof, like I felt that and I was like, shout out to Grades. I said, this is what I be needing from y'all. Let's bring it back to like, George and when he died. Like
Mm.
let's go. Denny forever. But like things like things like that, like that's like what I need to see. Even when I think about when the airplane, like the crash of that, and then the after effects, like that was amazing. And I think that they were probably in their like eighth or ninth season, but that was so good. So it felt like that's what it's going to be. I was also really interested in the Link and Joe situation with her
Mm.
being pregnant with twins, and she's just like frazzled. She doesn't feel like she's the mom that she wants to be, and it kind of really made me interested in the couple because I'm like, how is this going to work out? Something is going to happen. It's Grace. So
Yeah.
like, I'm just like, what are y'all gonna do? I don't know if they would do another April and Jackson thing where one of the twins died. She gonna get an abortion? Is she gonna keep it? They're gonna break. I don't know. It's just so many different things that are actually running through my head when it pertains to like Joe and Link, and I'm really like curious to find out what's gonna happen there.
Is Seattle have an abortion ban? Not to get political, because it's just great to set in the real world. So if
Yeah.
she wanted abortion, I don't know if they could do it based off the politics, but like you said, like we are so that's why I'm so happy you are close. Because when I tell you, when I go back to revisit Grey's, I think it's off Netflix and strictly on Hulu now, I'm not sure. But when I would go back and
Oh,
be like, let me watch my favorite Grey's, I start off with the plane crash season. From that plane crash on, that was some of their best
best word.
writing.
It was so good, but also like when it's hard for me too to pick a scene because even when Burke left Christina at the altar, that always get me get it off,
Yeah.
get it off because like how men do so. Ooh, when they hurt you that bad, like
And plus, she did not want that was not her aesthetic. So she was like, just take this shit out.
she felt like she was dying, and I was just like they have certain seasons and episodes that just literally like stick out, like you
Because they
can't
go
even
into
help it.
slumps. Yeah, they go into slumps.
Yeah,
Because
up and down.
I will leave Grays and then come back. Leave Grays and then come back. And I
Hmm.
feel like it's time to kind of wrap this up. And I know they
Yeah,
brought on these new interns to make you feel again, but I feel like it will never have the magic that it had before because Shonda's not the showrunner.
yeah.
All the main people are gone except
Popping in and out.
Bailey and Weber.
Weber. Yeah,
I think
just
those are the main from very first episode, first season. I think those are the only two main people left.
yep. Yeah.
And so, Meredith comes whenever they, I guess, need her, and she does the voiceovers. But she quote
She's
unquote she quit the show.
she's done.
Oh
I think she still has the EP titles. Like
yeah,
she's
something
still
like
like run me my money.
yeah, yeah. So, which is, I mean, the show's named after her. Like when her sister died in a plane crash, like it was. And
Yeah.
I know they tried to bring Maggie on, and it kind of worked and all that, but it just never felt the same after Derek left for me.
Yeah,
And
I could see that.
yeah, I feel like you can never recapture Derek and Meredith, even though they're trying to with that with
Scott Speedman.
not
Scott.
Scott Speedman, these interns, the two young
Oh,
the girl with
yeah.
the shaved head, and see, I
Yeah.
don't even know their name. I watch it, I don't know their name. It's
Well,
so
even
bad.
okay, like Lucas and Simone,
Lucas and Simone,
Lumone,
yes.
yeah,
Lucas and
like
Simone.
even when they said I love you, I do like them. They're
Oh, they're
cute.
cute.
They're
Yeah.
cute. So
They're
like it was like they had their I love yous this past episode. And I was like, oh, and of course it took time for them to really like, because of
the
course
will
she
they
said it
won't
randomly.
they.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
all of that thing. And like she said it, out of it just came out of her mouth like word vomit. So and
Well,
you
that's what
already
you
know
do
how
with
they
your
were.
boo. Like, oh yeah, I see Leia, love you, love you. And then she was
Mhm.
like, it's just like, oh, that was cute. And then
Yeah.
we were talking on Blue Sky actually. Um, if you hashtag like TV Sky, that's all I like about them too. You do those hashtags, you find your people. And somebody was like, Owen annoys me. And I was like, Owen annoys the shit out of me. He ruins every fucking relationship he's
He's
in.
in. It's
And
always him. It's him.
it's always him. And she said it as a joke. She was like, "Oh, she got too drunk. She misunderstood." He didn't even let her get the whole story about how like they're
And he is
swingers and
acting
all
like a
that.
tantrum,
Yeah,
acting
he
like
threw
they
like a
kids.
tantrum. Yeah, I would have been like, "Wait, what happened?"
I
Okay.
didn't even think it warranted all that, to be
I don't think
honest.
it did too, because she was laughing and she was saying like, "Oh, she kissed me," and she was saying I stopped it. She got the wrong
Yeah.
idea.
She
Yeah,
shut it down very quickly.
she
And we
did. She
already
did
know she's kind of like she actually did have a relationship,
with a
with a woman
woman.
in the past.
Yeah.
So like she could have went there. Look, as quiet as it's kept, they had more chemistry than her and Owen do. I'm just saying. So
Owen's only good relationship was Christina.
Christina. Yep.
The rest of those relationships were fucking flops. Derek's
Yep.
sister,
Yep.
whoever he is with, it just does not hit like him and Christina. And that's because Christina, which that girl had chemistry with everybody.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is very
Sandra
true.
Oh is like a beast.
Yeah. Shout out to Christina.
Yeah.
Shout out
Right?
to Sandra too.
I'm just Sandra. Because
Get
even
her on
in
there.
Meredith, her only good, I don't like her and Scott. It's just her and, I'm just biased. Her and fucking Derek are just, they're the
The only
perfect
person that
little
could
family.
rival Derek and hers relationship was her relationship with Christina. Like that was a real like
Right.
even though it's platonic, that friendship right there. Sometimes friends just need to be married and not have sex. Like that's just
And they used
like
to get in
that's just
so
how
many
it works.
arguments about like who's your person. Like I'm married to Derek, but Christina's my
My
person.
person.
She used to tell him that too. Like Christina is my person. Don't fuck with
That was her soulmate. Like
me.
dead ass. Her
Like for real.
platonic soulmate.
Right? That
It
had
is
a
what
good
it is.
week. I didn't watch Found. I'm assuming Found was good.
Actually found was good. The
Mhm.
past two episodes for me like really roped me back in because I really wasn't feeling the episodes previously. But these past ones, I think maybe they're moving it along. And I do believe I was really getting tired of the let's blame Gabby all
Gabby.
the time.
Mhm.
I was really all right, like we know that woman need help. So like stop. And I also, you need to watch it, but even Lacey, she kind of stood on business too. But you'll see why I say that. And I think that
Yeah.
that was good for her because she does kind of come off as the weak and wounded character.
Mhm.
I feel like that. And then like even just seeing her as a child and what she went through, it's always like woo woo woo. So it kind of felt like
She was kidnapped. Woo woo woo, get over it.
like okay, girl. It kind
Yeah.
of looks like she stood on business. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I appreciated that.
I liked Matlock again.
Of
Is Yeah, of
course.
course. Kathy Bates is so old and she's killing it though.
Shout
She's
out to Kathy Bates.
right.
Oh
Kathy
my
Bates is only about to get her a little TV Emmy.
word. The way she's that was another one who stood on business. The way that she felt about that the
The
character
drug
that they
addict.
had brought, yeah, because it brought her back to her own daughter's issues. Like
Yeah.
the way she stood on business with Olympia, I was like, ooh.
She was like, and then I felt so bad for her poor little husband. He was like, "Are you okay?" And then she was like, "Yeah, I'm okay." He was like, "Cause that was hard." I was like, "Oh,
It was so sweet.
he's holding it together." They are relying on that little boy and his
Yeah. But he also stood on business too. Like he said,
yeah,
we're not doing this with him no more. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
he said what he said.
He
I
said what he
love it.
said.
I
He said
love
what he
stuff
said.
like that. It's such a
Right?
good show.
It is
Oh,
it's a good show. It's different. I just love seeing Olympia. I love seeing a black woman in there as the boss. She
yep.
walking in there with her silk practice. She's like, look.
Another person who said what they said and not
Mhm.
playing around. Like, oh my God, I just like appreciate it so much. I
And
love it.
every time I mention her and Julian, fucking Jason Ritter likes my stuff on Twitter. He liked another one of my posts. Jason Ritter, we go out.
That's your boo boo
You
stink
like one
stink.
more damn post, we are married.
Like, stop playing with
Stop
me.
playing with me. I didn't know you like black women.
Like, ooh, hi there, sir.
Okay, Jason.
His
Oh
character
my,
is Julian, right? His character is
Julian,
Julian.
yeah.
I don't know. With Julian and Olympia, why do I just get friendship vibes? I know that they,
I get like cute. They want to be back together vibes.
yeah, like and I'm like, I don't want that. Maybe because of her.
Well, her work boo is fine as hell.
That's probably what
Yeah.
it is. Like the
Yeah.
work food is fine. I'm
Elijah
just
is
like,
fine.
I know you got two kids with him over there, but I'm sorry, sis. I gotta
This
go with
guy
that
over
one over
here,
there.
that one
Did
over
you see what I see?
there, right? I mean, that's a good sandwich for her to be sandwiched in. And she is married to Hodge's brother in real life. I mean, that girl's living it up.
Girl.
Yes, on the guy on FBI Most Wanted, that's her real life husband. I mean, she gets to go home to
Wow.
him and get sandwiched in between those two guys at work. What?
You are a real one. You are so lucky.
Yes.
Mm.
Before we go, I have to mention, did you watch 911?
Yes.
That was the
Yes.
big thing. Everybody went nuts because they hinted at Eddie and Buck. And I'm like,
First of all, my first thought is like before we even knew it was Bug, I was like, so you just gonna answer the door without putting pants on? That
but
was like
he
my
looked at
first thought.
he looked at the people first, and then he was like, "Oh,
Okay.
so I can answer the door." Yeah,
Yeah. But first, I mean, I know that when I hear the door, I'm running and pulling up my pants.
yeah.
Like, like I'm not just gonna go and then peek through. Like, no, I'm gonna put on my pants first and then like I don't know. But you know
Yeah,
what?
because he got one of those peep doors where you could tell they looked like you got to move the
Oh
seat.
yeah, that is true. That
Like, why ain't you put on pants?
like, what are you doing? Like, that is true. I was like, wow, they're really gonna go there. To be honest, like I didn't expect that. And I also kind of did like him, with the other guy. I kind of wanted to see where that was gonna go.
No.
But seeing that they both dated the same person, I forgot about Connie Britton being in it the first season. I was like,
Yeah, nobody discusses that
oh,
first season like that anymore.
yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah, that's right, she was there.
Yeah, they had a Spaces, and I was talking in Spaces about it with some fans, and I was like, "Do they ever call her?" Because I haven't watched the first season probably since it aired. I was like, Do they say she was with a Tommy?" And they were like, "Yeah, they say Tommy because the mom, remember the mom was dying of Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
She
yep.
thought Buck, and she called Buck Tommy, and I was like, "Yo, she did call Buck Tommy. That's crazy. That is that Tommy."
That is so insane. But I do, I appreciate when they tie into history.
Me too. Me too.
So like I love when shows do that because we know some shows, General Hospital, really have issues with that. So shout out to them.
What I'm thinking is they'll do like a whole. I mean, everyone's just assuming they hinted at that. Maybe nothing happens. We'll have to wait till the next episode. But if they
Yeah,
really go there with a Tommy and Buck, I'm sorry, a Buck and Eddie, that's when Tommy will probably come back and be like, "Oh, I want
second.
to be with you, Buck," and he's gonna catch them or some shit like that or something like that. Because remember when he gave him the anniversary gift, he was like, "Oh, you could take Eddie." No, I'm just joking or whatever. And I was like, "Why would
Yeah.
you say that?" Setting that
Or
shit up.
or this is another one. Nothing happens, but it awakens feelings in Eddie. Then
Yeah.
Tommy comes back. And then so is I feel like it's gonna be like one of those two things that
Hmm.
happen because I felt like they were hinting at it coming towards the future. I could be wrong.
Hmm.
And then feelings and all that other stuff happened. So that was my first thought. But if they even really did do something, I mean, they could go either way. It would still
Yeah.
be good.
It would be good. And I want to see some, we were talking about this too. I want to see some romance. We have not seen anybody on 911 get it on in seasons. They hint at it, but we have not had a love scene in
Yeah,
seasons.
because she
Where
pregnant.
was sex?
It's like, oh,
Like
okay.
John Hospital. Nobody said this. I'm like, how is Maddie and Chim pregnant again with baby number two when y'all don't have sex?
Oh my,
I didn't see
okay.
it. Yeah.
We ain't even really see them kiss like that. Like
We don't
we're
even see people kiss anymore. And I'm like, is there an outbreak of COVID on that set or some shit? Like, what is going on?
they
Like,
like we done with that. Let's do some
right.
action.
Because in the
Ah.
first seasons, we would get the action, we would get the crazy, nasty stuff with the calls,
Yep.
and we would be getting like sex. Like Buck used to have bitches in the bathroom, like lifting girls out in the stalls. I'm like, what
Yeah,
happened
he
to
was
that,
getting it
Buck?
in. He was
Yeah.
he was a real ladies man at first. Now he's a man's
It's
man. I was
man.
like,
And I wanted to see him and Tommy go at it. It's like, what was
I would have
this?
liked to see that too.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to see him and Eddie. Eddie annoys me.
Well, you already know how I feel.
Yeah, it's the actor, that's why.
It's the act.
Yeah, so I'm like, ugh, can he get a black guy?
Yes. Oh my God. I would love that.
Right? He almost had
Ooh.
a black girl, but they broke up all in between seasons. And I was like,
Yeah.
damn. So I was like, maybe he'd do better with a black guy.
They always do that. Ooh, I'll never forget This Is Us for doing that.
Hmm.
till you do right by me, but you off the air now
Oh
anyway.
yeah, because he's on Tracker now. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
with his sister for a little bit or something like that. Yeah, they always do that to us. Damn it,
Oh,
man. But I
no.
mean, Athena and Bobby holding this down strong, and they barely even kissed before. We used to see them in bed, dressing sexy. They used to have playtime. What happened?
Yeah, like it's none of, and you would think they would be getting it even more since the kids ain't
The
around.
kids ain't around. Harry done moved away. May's out and doing her thing.
Oh,
Like
they haven't showed May in a
in
minute.
a minute. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It went to ABC and it kind of changed. It became more about, I think, the disasters
Mm-hmm.
than the personal relationships. So
That's true, and I could see that for them because I feel like they believe like that draws people in, but it's so much more. And you want the
so much
romance
more.
and the
Yeah.
action. Like, come on now.
Because when I was watching Lone Star, it breaks my heart because I want to watch it so bad. But I'm trying to stay strong for you, Grace. Like they would give me some boy and boy action. I love boy and boy action with Carlos and TK. I
Yes.
love Carlos and TK. I love them so
They
much.
are so cute and adorable. They still are
Yeah.
very cute and adorable. Like, I mean, like, how can I not love them
Yeah, how
together?
can you
And
not love them together? And
but the whole Grace thing is
the whole Grace
she's
thing
so
just breaks my
miss.
heart. It's like it's the last season. What were you saving money on? You're canceled.
Exactly. That's probably why they
Like,
were like, no, just being petty.
petty. Like she got the canceled. Bitches was tuning in for her and Judd.
Exactly. I love,
Yeah.
oh my God, they were such a good, amazing couple. Oh, I loved everything about them.
Everything. They were like, God fearing and
Hmm.
he was this big Texas cowboy and she's like this petite little like church
Yeah.
girl. Yeah. And that episode where they did their backstory and she got in a when she found she was pregnant, I rewatch that all the time. I love that
It
episode.
was such a good episode. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I'm
I
a Miss Lone
know.
Star, but they had said that they're talking about maybe doing not because I thought it was gonna be Las Vegas, Hawaii,
Oh,
the next city,
okay.
the next
Another
city.
high surf rescue.
Yeah, but this time I was gonna say LAFD. I'm always so used to saying it. That's all I'm saying. But another fire department. Yeah, I was like, oh God, everyone's obsessed with Hawaii, but I'm talking about expensive to shoot. Hawaii is expensive.
Yeah, it's so surprising. I mean, but then again, Chicago is on lockdown because you can't
Chicago's on
take another
lockdown by NBC. Yeah,
can't even have another one. Part of me is like, ooh, like what even about Boston and having that cold element? I think
yeah.
like that would have been almost like
Yeah, because
kind
all
of
the
dope.
locations are sunny and nice. Yeah, why not
Hmm.
see somebody get rescued in the cold? So I just thought Sin City. I thought that would be so funny, like 911 Sin City, or somebody was like Reno 911, like the old show. Like
That might actually be really, really crazy, like in Vegas. Could you imagine the
in
stories?
Vegas,
Oh my God.
that
That
would
would
be
be something.
insane. Vegas is an insane place.
It really is. That's why you just go there to gamble, get drunk,
I
and have fun, and then take your ass right the fuck back home.
think Hawaii would be cool. Yeah, right. It'd be a good. I mean, you could get some native actors, but I mean, like, I feel like
True.
High Surf has that on lock too. But
Yeah,
I
we're gonna
mean.
see.
We'll see. I mean,
Mhm.
firefighters on surfboards. I don't know how it's gonna work, but
I wonder too if they're thinking about the more like the natural disasters that
the
might just,
volcanoes and all that.
like I'm wondering if that has something to do with it as well. We gonna have to
Oh,
see about
or I
Hawaii.
thought maybe like Miami because Marjan has always talked about Miami. That would be another interesting place, and that's a hot, warm place, and
Hmm.
all everybody looks great. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and
yeah,
they used to have a lot of Miami shows. Lately, they haven't had any.
yeah.
So
Because I used to watch CSI Miami because I went to school in Miami, so I used to watch all those Miami shows because they used to film, and I was like,
like, let me
like
see.
yeah, right.
I can't.
Was there any like really quickly? We got like 5 minutes left. Was there any episodes that weren't great? And I'm trying to think. I liked TV this week. It was fine.
Yeah, I like TV this week, and also they didn't have like my usual shows too as well. I felt like we're on, but then again, maybe I was zoned out. So
Because Tuesday night was rough. That was the worst night in TV.
woke up crying.
Woke up crying on Wednesday mornings. What the fuck?
No, I didn't even have the
We
space
woke
for
up in
it.
an episode of Scandal.
Yes. Oh my God. Who's
Scandal
gonna
back
handle it? Who's gonna
on?
handle it? We need someone.
Shauna? Help us, please.
Okay. But yeah,
Yeah.
the shows I didn't like. No. And I also did like Chicago PD, I have to admit. Shout out to Chicago PD. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Zakia reviews that. Oh, you know which episode I didn't like? Oh God, we got like 4 minutes. Fucking Doctor Odyssey. I don't know if you watch.
I told you I don't even watch. I just let that
I,
play in the background, only for Joshua. Okay. They
it's
said something happened. I was like,
It
oh
was so
God.
stupid. No, I mean it was good. Like it was good until the last 5 minutes. They had a wedding and the groom, Joshua Jackson diagnosed him with addiction, but he was
Mhm.
just really going through it and he ended up committing suicide and jumping off the boat. But they didn't find out till the next day because he did it at night and he like got dressed in his tuxedo. So like the
Also
motion
blending.
capture, yeah, didn't pick him up. The next day somebody saw his shoes, and that was really sad. And that was very sad. But then the three of them, the three main characters, processed that by deciding to have a threesome. And I was like, this is so stupid. Like it wasn't even hot. I was just like, this is
You are
dumb.
not the
A
stories. This is what the stories do, okay?
threesome out of
Grief
nowhere?
equals grief equals sex on the stories. That's what I'm used to. Not for prime time.
And I'm like, I didn't even watch. I don't know. Joshua Jackson and the other guy kissed. They just started like doing the threesome, and I just turned it off. I was like,
Wow,
yes, I
they're
don't
just
know if the two dudes kissed or not, but I know she kissed both dudes.
didn't expect that. Okay, I thought no.
Yeah, right. I'm like, what does that mean? I'm gonna watch a whole throuple.
They're together.
I
Oh,
know they all together.
like
That used to happen on that mermaid show that used to come on the ABC Family. I don't know if you ever watched that.
I don't think so.
It was called, I forgot what it was called, but it was about mermaids and how like they weren't, and it wasn't like Disney mermaids. And
Okay.
she came and she found these humans, or these humans found her, or whatever, and it ended up being like in this three-way relationship. And it was a white guy, a black girl, and a white mermaid, and they were in that throuple relationship. And then guess who he ended up choosing to really be
Of
with? The
course,
white
the mermaid.
mermaid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. That's
of
how it always works
course.
out.
Yeah, and so I'm like, ever since then, I'm like, I'm not doing this throuple. I'm not voting for, I'm not, going with throuples anymore. I'm not rooting for throuples. I'm done.
Absolutely not.
I had to find the name of that show. It used to come on like ABC Family or Sci-Fi or something like that. It was
Yeah, let
interesting.
me know because that one,
Yeah.
and I used to watch all of the ABC Family stuff.
Oh my God. We had like two.
Forsters.
Yeah. Hold on. What the hell was that mermaid show? Mermaid show on Oh my God. Was it ABC Family?
It might have been sci-fi, like you said.
Oh, Siren. It came right up. It was called Siren.
Oh yeah, I've never
Yeah.
heard of that.
Yeah. I'll send it to you. That's all the time we have, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, share, comment, and until next
Yes.
episode, we are out of here. Peace.
Bye.